Hey guys, my name is Veio and welcome back to Minecraft. I'm playing in the snapshot, not that it makes any difference because what I have to show you today has nothing to do with the snapshot. So I've been building a little kind of mini-game area over here by the giant forest, sorry, by the giant little ocean thingy. So I wanted to show you the first of one of my little mini-games. So as we walk through this here, it sets up a little scoreboards, and then we have this little thing over here, which I need to turn on. So we turn it on. I need to reset it actually. There we go. Right, so the idea is we need to collect the glowstone when it gets to the line with the glowstone. So you see I've got 3 points then, and 8, and then some more will come down so I can grab some more. Yeah. But we need to stop the redstone blocks from getting down. The redstone blocks are bad. So glowstone good, redstone bad. Easy. We can delete we can delete anything in each column by running over these pressure pads down here. Oh, shit, delete the glowstone. The redstone even. Ah no, I jumped too fast. Damn, survival mode, creative mode. So when each pressure pad that we run up deletes everything in this column here, even the glowstone, obviously. So the idea is to not delete the glowstone until it gets towards that line, and then you can just run up and grab it. Oh, glowstone, redstone even. I missed one. So it's not the most complicated game in the world, but it's mildly entertaining. Let's see. And horrible things like that happen. So up there's a row of dispensers which are kicking out these blocks, or they're either kicking out redstone, glowstone, or these wooden blocks you can see dropping down, which are when nothing has been chosen to spawn. So let's stop this game and take a look how it works. In fact, let's not stop this game. Oh no, I just died. That's amusingly well timed. So what's happened is one of the glowstone blocks has made it all the way down to the bottom, and it's just triggered this shit. It's triggered this line here, so it's created a connection. This runs all the way around and stops this hopper timer, which is the main cause of the game. That music is really loud for me. Let's turn it down. Which is the main kind of driving circuit. But let's do this in a kind of a more sequential order. So what's happening is for each glowstone block is being spawned by one of these dispensers. They're full of wood, so they actually look like this when they start. They're full of wood, and they either have this block up here which spawns glowstone, redstone, and this one down here spawns glowstone. So over here we have one that spawns glowstone and one that spawns redstone, and each one of these dispensers has one of each, and then the rest is full of wood. These have been copied by this over to here, and then a load of redstone blocks are spawned up on top by something down there, which I'll show in a sec, and that just activates them. When this is copied across, it copies this row of air underneath this, which deletes any previous command blocks that are there. So that runs round, and then obviously each time a redstone block, this actually automatically, after a 1 tick delay, runs this. So this is actually running in a clock, well, not running in a clock, but running in a cycle due to this down here. So this spawns the redstone on top of those dispensers, and then a moment later, after this is run, it then spawns the air to delete them. So that runs round. Up here we have a separate timer because I was having timing issues, so I've got this running on its own timer. And this copies what's on the front row to the back row. So what I mean is anything that spawns on this first line here. So if I put something here, it's automatically copied to what I'm calling the back row. To make this look better, probably should have put, this here. So probably should have put that there, and then the redstone kind of behind it. Oh, there, to make that the back row behind it, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot. But it looks a bit weird, but it's still kind of fine. So what happens is that is automatically copied there. So in fact, anything that I put there is actually automatically copied there, which is hilarious. And then on here, another line then copies that forwards. This is on the standard hopper, and this just copies the back row forwards again on each tick of this. And this is what I was having issues with the timing, was getting the two to work in the correct order, because they kept copying over each other, because they copy the air as well. So this block here, when this block is copied forwards to there, it will actually copy the air above it and delete this previous block, which is fine if it's done in the right order, because that's actually what I want it to do. But when it's done in the wrong order, it causes issues. So at the moment, this is the freeze frame, which is kind of mid. But it works fine. So they progress all the way down until the redstone gets down to the bottom. So that will just run in an infinite loop until the redstone stops it. The scoring mechanism is done. Well, sorry, let's do the deletion mission is probably fairly predictable. All I have, it's underneath each pressure pad. I have a I have a command block that deletes everything in this column all the way up to there. No matter what it is, it gets deleted when you walk on top of this. The actual collecting of the glowstone when it gets done to then, as you saw, was done by me jumping, which activates a different line. So every time I jump, it activates this set of sequence, which is just copying redstone and then deleting it, and then it copies it. It actually does it twice. There's a reason to do this. So if I actually get a redstone block, I can show you. So it activates this and copies a whole load of redstone across, and then deletes it. So that activates these lines, which test for a glowstone block in this square here. Just that one there. That exact square, it tests for glowstone. So if I walk across it, my score goes up. Goes up by 2 actually. Is that right? Maybe because it hasn't deleted it quick enough. Yeah, it does. That's amusing. So what it does is it tests for that block and then runs this, which adds my score by 1, and then it deletes it, and then this happens on this section, but apparently by the looks of it the timing is off, so this should take how long does it take to go for a comparator? This should be 1 tick after this, so maybe this comparator should be like 2. The idea is that it should run on this sequence, and then the glowstone should have been deleted by the time the second one runs on here, which redoes it again because these get stuck. If there's a glowstone block still there, in fact I can show this quite easily. If I put a glowstone block there and I walk through, they add it, but this stays on until it has a failed test, so it needs to run again, which is to actually like reset it back. Otherwise that line would become unusable basically. See, now it's stuck because there's still a glowstone block there, so I'd have to get rid of the glowstone block in some way and then run it again, which is what it does. It gets rid of the glowstone block and runs it again. So now when I do it, it does it and it works and it resets beautifully. So that's what the scoring mechanism is. You saw when I walked in that the scoring thing just popped up. That's a fairly simple one on here. So if I walk out, it gets rid of it, sets it to 1 and then gets rid of it. That's because this pressure pad down here is the last one I walk across, which basically just removes the score and sets it to a negative value just in case. When I walk in, the last thing that I walk through is this trap wire, which makes the dummy variable, sets it to 1, and then puts it onto the sidebar. These two happen 1 tick after this one, so there's no problem with it trying to set things to the sidebar that don't exist. So I walk through and it sets it to 1. It's having issues starting with to spawn on 0, and I'm not really sure why, but it seems to work. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is my Minecraft game. It's surprisingly entertaining, considering it was done more for me to practice using the scoreboard system and messing around with the cloning system for my next big project, which is slightly more time consuming. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name is Veio. This has been as usual, I haven't thought of the name before I actually record the episode, so I'm sure this episode had a title, so that's what it's called. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. No, I'm dead. Shit.